Hey friends and fans, Overly Positive Fanboy here, and today I'm giving you my thoughts on the Bad Batch finale, Kamino Lost. Well, this one was tense. The entire episode was just our heroes and Crosshair trying to escape the sinking wreckage of Kamino. One form of tension comes with the ever-present sense of danger, as structures are collapsing, flooding is imminent, and at one point a great big gooberfish shows up to make things worse. The other source of tension comes from Crosshair, whose allegiances are still firmly aligned with the Empire despite everything that's happened. His willingness to stick with the Empire almost borders on Stockholm Syndrome, since this episode's events are proof that the Empire does not care about him in return. He just simply wants somewhere where he can have a purpose, and he feels that running around as mercenaries is not that. Also, the Batch counter his claims of abandonment last week by pointing out that he never sought them out after he got his chip removed. Even Omega, the all-loving kid hero, is quick to point out that Crosshair's actions weren't because of his chip. He's simply just a jerk. And yet, he still saves Omega in the end, so he's not irredeemable. I imagine Crosshair's going to be on an interesting arc in the future. The true MVP of this episode was AZ, who works to protect the Batch while his power is running out, and when that finally does happen and his body started sinking to the ocean floor, I was on the verge of tears. And Omega risking herself to save him just made things even more tense than they already were. Thankfully, Hazy was saved, and may even get to be a main character in Season 2. Speaking of, this episode ended with Nala Se being brought to Darrow, where an Imperial scientist greets her. Seems we may be tying into whatever is going on in The Mandalorian in the future. In conclusion, this episode was tense and I loved it. However, a part of me does wonder if this should have been a part of last week's episode instead of its own. You know, make Return to Kamino a double-length finale, like our Aftermath was 75 minutes. This isn't a flaw or anything, just a nitpick. Anyway, this season has been a great ride. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment your favourite moment below, and I will see you in the future.